So moving on, LAFC now. So Bob Bradley continuing. What, this is year 4 for them now?
Is it? God, have they been here that long?
Yeah. They finished 12th in the league last year, 7th in the West. They lost to the Sounders in the first round. They finished 9-8-5, so like not great, not terrible. Players they brought in, so Moon Hwan Kim, Baird, Farfan, Edwards, and Murillo. And the only guys that lost really were Bradley Wright Phillips and Nahar. And Brian Rodriguez. I guess. Even though, how's he doing in the second division in Spain? Oh, not great. Cool.
Has he not made an appearance yet or something like that? I know.
Made
I read something
I think a couple off the bench, but like hasn't done anything actual of note. So that's good. I mean, we assume this team's just gonna pretty much stay the same in terms of shape, so they'll stick with that 4-3-3. Vermeer is obviously getting the starting goal. Their new right back in Moon Hwan Kim comes in. I assume Segura and Murillo are going to be the center back pair, Farfan on the left. So like a pretty new looking back line as far as the defenders go. Atuesta K and Latif Blessing, that same, tried and trusted midfield, and then Vela Rossi and insert random other striker. Because I don't know who's playing through the middle now that Bradley Wright Phillips is gone. This team needs to do something. I feel like the expectations after the start and few seasons they've had where they essentially just blew every other team out of the water, this team now looks like a shell of its former self. So Vela's going to have 100 goals again. Ross is going to have 100 goals again if they're going to do anything. Because other than that, I got nothing.
I like them on paper. I think that this is going to be a really exciting team to watch attacking wise, as they have been their entire time they've been in the league. I feel like they got, I don't know. I feel like maybe they can be a bit better in defense. I don't really know how good defensively either of their new fullbacks are. And then, I feel like we're probably unsure of Kenneth Vermeer and goal. But going forward, I think it's going to be fantastic for them. I mean, their midfield is stacked. Their attack is stacked. I think Corey Baird's going to come in and light it up because it's almost impossible to be a striker on this team and not score goals. I think even Juan Agudelo could do it. That might be a bold statement. So, I think we're going to hopefully go back to seeing the exciting LAFC team that we've known the entire time they've been in the league. And I kind of say go back because I feel like in LAFC standards, last season was a bad year for them, despite the fact they still made the playoffs. But I think they're going to look to kind of bounce back and move more towards that team that was setting records and winning supporter shields. I don't think they're at that level yet, but I think that they're going back in that direction.
Am I allowed to speak on this?
Yes. We'll allow it.
No, I agree. I think, and we kind of spoke about it a little bit on our other episode, right? Is my big question here is what is the impact of Carlos Vela this year? Now, I have changed my view a little bit. I think he'll have a perfectly fine impact. But, Adam, who are you talking to? No, I think the big question to me is not who starts up top. It's what does Vela do? Because as Connor mentioned, if you play up top, you're scoring goals for this team. It's what does this guy do, Mr. Vela, to create chances? Because you'll eventually get goals from Rossi, but if you can limit one of them, you have a better chance. So can you figure out how to stop Carlos Vela? So he's obviously the big focus there. But I agree, Connor. I think I'm not worried about it who starts up top because they will score goals.
Yeah. Question for you guys. Opinion. is this the season that Rossi takes that step and becomes the main guy on the team over Vela, or is Vela still the main guy?
Was he not that already last year when Vela didn't play?
Yeah,
He
but
won-
that's
he
kind
won
of
Young Player of the Year and Golden Boot and all these other
yeah,
things.
but Vela didn't play. That's why I'm saying
So are you saying
if
that
they're both playing,
I say yes. I think he's in takeover mode.
I agree. Players to watch, or players, I should say, players that need to have a good 2021. I think we can all agree here. Kenneth Vermeer needs a good 2021 because
Jeez.
he has not been good for them so far.
For the
I
love
mean,
of God, be better.
is he even going to definitely start?
I don't know, man. But who they got? They got
Whoever is in goal needs to have a good 2021 because it has not been good so far for their goalkeeping position, and they didn't bring anybody new in, so they're, I guess, just banking on the guys that they have and hoping that they can improve this year. So yeah, they really need that.
On the flip side, I think anybody who's playing up top needs to have a good 2021. And I know we mentioned that whoever's up top is going to score, no problem, but they need to do it regularly so that it's not a, oh, wow, Corey Barrett scored today. That's great. We're just still going to focus on Rossi and Vela so that they don't score. Somebody needs to make sure that there is enough of a presence in that center 9 spot to prevent just man marking of the other two, if that makes sense.